Round 7 of the Protyre Autocare Circuit Rally Championship headed for its second visit to Donington Park for the Zone Systems Dukeries Rally, and it could be a decider for the championship battle. Michael Igoe will be without his regular and championship-winning co-driver Will Atkins this weekend. Will competing over in Ireland. So it will be Kirsty Riddick drafted in for the event, some experience alongside. This pair weren't last time they sat together as well, so things were looking good for the weekend, leading the way by a slim 2-second margin by the end of stage 4. Chasing them down, as always, will be John Griffiths and Emma Morrison. They needed a strong result this weekend to keep their championship hopes alive. And indeed, they always go well here at their home round at Donington. But for now, they go into the afternoon in the chasing position. Third place at this stage will be John Stone, out this weekend with fellow driver John Cope alongside. Thankfully, this wasn't the first time he'd taken to the co-driver's seat, and the pair were able to work well together, ending the morning in the third of those podium positions. For event sponsor Dan Bird, with Malcolm Bates alongside, it was fourth place. The Skoda pair putting in some good overall times, just 14 seconds back from Stone now. Philip Hopkins and Craig Fleming, meanwhile, will be having a go in the Mitsubishi Mirage this weekend, and they were pushing hard. They lead the way in Class 2 from an equal fourth place overall that they shared with Bird. For Alfie Threlfall and Patrick Cross, as exciting to watch as ever, it was second in that class. It was close too, the difference only 5 seconds after 4 stages. They end the morning in 6th. There was early attrition and frustration for Joshua and Tamsin Davey on the second stage of the day. They'd been in 7th place overall from the opening stage, and would have to call it a day soon after. For Stuart Maloney and Steve McNulty, it was 7th place overall. The Bayesian driver over from Barbados for some seat time in the Skoda. Things were going well. And leading the way in Class 3 at this stage will be Tom Stockdale, Neil Chambers alongside. The Barbados theme continuing. The BMW pair were doing just enough to stay ahead in the class as they reached the midpoint of the rally. It was close though, Mark Jasper and Don Wyatt close behind, 1 second in fact, as the Escort pair had actually been leading the class for half of the morning, so it was all to play for through the final 3 stages of the day. Third place in Class 3 was Bradley Carroll, with Gareth Short alongside. The Escort pair rounding out the top 10 overall as well, 19 seconds back from Jasper. A quick look at some of the class positions outside of that top 10, and it was third place in Class 2 for Martin Farrer and Andrew Ward. Doing their 100th rally together, they lie in 21st place overall as well. Former WRC driver Rhys Yates, John Green alongside, would have a good lead in Class 5, opening up a 21-second advantage in the class at one point, but it was down to 15 seconds now. But a giant killing in that little Clio. Some of that change on the leaderboard was due to some impressive times from Jamie McBain and Geordie Crooks, clawing back some time from the class leaders to close the gap again and ready to chase them down more in the afternoon stages. And third in that class will be the Lotus pairing of Joseph and Daniel Duffy. They were a further 30 seconds back from the Peugeot up ahead at this stage. In Class 8, it was the lead for Dale and Andrew Lawson, the MG pair also lying in 42nd place overall for now. Behind them in the class were Paul Sheard and Charlie Stevens, only 9 seconds of a difference in those places too, so it was going to be close in the afternoon. And rounding out the top of Class 8 were Adrian Wilson and Rhys Griffin. They end the morning third in the class, 53rd overall. In Class 9, it was the hard-charging Jonathan Hudson and Paul Hall who take the lead. A reasonable one as well compared to some of the classes. They have 45 seconds of an advantage in that little yellow Micra for now. Behind them in the class, and doing a good job despite some issues, were Kay Thompson and Jordan Joins, having some problems with the brakes, but that must have meant that they weren't working because they were keeping going at a good pace. They take second place for now. You know what they say about rally cars and brakes, you don't need them. And third place in that class will be Jonathan Bray and Darren Stiles, a further 36 seconds back from the Micra pair up ahead. In Class 10, it was Battle of the Minis. Owen Kuehl and Matt Walk leading the way there by the midpoint of the rally in the road rally car, which was something of a miracle as the pair would reach the end of stage 2 with the accelerator pedal not actually connected to the car and indeed rattling around loose in the footwell. Despite this, Kuehl had a 54-second lead over Christopher Cockrell and Stephen Moises. They needed to pull something big out of the bag to close that gap in the afternoon. So with the morning stages complete here at Donington Park, the results at the top of the Zone Systems Dukeries rally are starting to shape up like this. Onto the afternoon stages, and it would all be changed in Class 10. Sadly, it was the wrong way for Owen Kuehl and Matt Walker drop down to second place in the class after leading through the morning stages. That means Christopher Cockrell and Stephen Moises take the Class 10 win, a strong result to end the day. No changes to report in Class 9. It was still third place in the class for Jonathan Bray and Darren Stiles in the MG. Indeed, it's still Kay Thompson and Jordan Joins up ahead on the road as well, opening up the gap to the leaders a little through the afternoon stages. By the finish, the gap was just over 2.5 minutes. So taking another convincing class win in that absolute rocket of a Nissan Micra with Jonathan Hudson and Paul Hall. The Micra pair having a great afternoon to take that class win from 45th overall. A bit of change to Class 8 as Ian Dove and Emma Taylor managed to take third place in the class from Adrian Wilson in the final stage of the event. No change in any of the other places though. Paul Sheard and Charlie Stevens taking second in the class and ending their event with 40th overall. But taking the class win will be Dale and Andrew Lawson. The MG pair holding on to that lead to take victory from 38th overall. Sadly, we lose Rhys Yates and John Green in stage 7. They'd been leading the class but would retire in the final stage of the day. That would of course change the Class 5 results by the finish, but not for third place Joseph and Daniel Duffy in the Lotus, still holding on to that position by the end of the rally. It will be a jump up to second in the class for Chris Woodhouse and Lucy Wilding. They have a good afternoon to move up into that spot, taking 21st overall with it too. But taking victory after showing blistering pace throughout the day with Jamie McBain and Jordine Crooks. They've been challenging for that position all day, and in the end, it would be reliability as well as speed that allowed them to take the win along with a 13th place overall finish. For Martin Farrer and Andrew Ward, it was a successful 100th rally. Third place in Class 2, the Impreza pair finishing in 20th overall and enjoying the celebration with family. On to the top 10, and it will be a 10th place finish for Mark Jasper and Don Wyatt. They moved down a position in the class though to take third in Class 3. So that means it's a move into second in the class for Bradley Carroll and Gareth Shaw. It was close though, only 6 seconds ahead of Jasper by the finish. For Alfie Threlfall and Patrick Cross, it was second in Class 2, the Evo pair, taking 8th place overall as well. But there's no change in the Class 3 lead for Tom Stockdale and Neil Chambers. The BMW pair overcome the afternoon rain to keep things going the right way, getting themselves a class win from 7th overall. Philip Hopkins and Craig Fleming would have a good weekend in the Mitsubishi Mirage. They put in some good times to take 6th overall, and with it, the Class 2 win. It had been another good test session ahead of Rally Barbados for Stuart Maloney and Steve McNulty. They bring that Skoda home in 5th place overall, just over a minute back from the lead as well. And it was a good weekend chalked up on his home event for Dan Bird, Malcolm Bates alongside in the Skoda. Dan's sponsoring the event this weekend with Zone Systems, and his dad, a former winner of the event, Keith, will be delighted with that result as well. So great to get to the finish in that position, even if there was a little bit of last-minute minor cosmetic damage when they clipped the chicane. John Stone and John Cope had enjoyed their weekend in the Legend Performance Polo, bringing the car home in the final podium position overall and indeed for the championship points this weekend. Things had been close in that fight for the lead, but despite trying as hard as they could and indeed taking the lead at one point, John Griffiths and Emma Morrison would have to settle for second place. They spin the car close to the end of the penultimate stage of the rally, which probably lost them the time they needed to take victory. So that means it was victory for Michael Igoe and Kirsty Riddick. A great drive from the pair all weekend, swapping just seconds between them and John Griffiths and Emma Morrison to take the win by 6 seconds. Most likely now starting the negotiations for Will Atkins to be allowed back in the co-driver's seat. So at the end of a close-fought Zone Systems Dukeries rally, here's how the leaderboard shaped up in the East Midlands.